Cooking at Home with New Zealand Creamery. Hi, I'm Chef Lau and welcome to our home kitchen. And this is a special Christmas edition of Cooking at Home with New Zealand Creamery. Now, I'm getting a lot of requests to cook winter dishes for Christmas dinner, and this, I think, is one of them. And I'm actually gonna do a nice roast turkey dish using Queensland butter and CHE-VITAL cheddar cheese. First of all, what we need is a huge turkey. Now, you can get a really big turkey, or you can even use chicken if you don't have turkey. But here we have this is a huge turkey. It's actually more than 7 kilos. It's like 7.5 kilos. Actually, what I did to this turkey yesterday was I brined it. Now, there's two ways of brining. The method I used here is actually dry brining. Dry brining, which I used here, you just simply use salt, pepper, and fresh or dried herbs of your choice. This one is fresh rosemary. What I did is I just rubbed the salt all over the bird. You just rub it inside and out, and then I just put some pepper, and then you can just add some nice fresh herbs. I did this yesterday or 24 hours ago. Now, the next step is we're gonna put some Queensland butter inside, okay? So as you notice, there's the skin here. You just have to loosen it up with your fingers. You have to be really gentle with this. You can loosen up the one here around the legs. Okay, now we're gonna put all this room temperature melted butter. Just gonna spread it all over the breast. You don't wanna rip the skin apart. And then you also massage some butter outside of it. And I'm gonna rub butter inside as well, inside the cavity a little bit. Now we're gonna put the bird inside the oven. You put your turkey inside. There you go. You will bake this in very, very high temperature oven for 30 minutes. And then after 30 minutes, we then lower the temperature to around 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and you bake it for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Now, while your turkey or chicken is roasting inside your oven, this is the time when we do our stuffing. Here, I'll teach you how to do a stuffing using our Queensland butter and our CHE-VITAL cheddar cheese. First thing is you heat up our pot. Here I'm using Queensland butter. The combination of onions, celery, and carrots is very classic. It's called a mirepoix in French, mirepoix. So this is carrots, celery, and onions. So first of all, I'm gonna put some onions. You wanna cook your onions just until it becomes translucent color, or it's not anymore whitish. You don't need to brown your onions with this. Then we put a little bit of celery and some carrots. You just dice them up. You just let all these vegetables, the onions, cook down a bit until they become a bit soft. And then what other ingredients do we have here? This is chorizo. I like to use Spanish style chorizo because it has a lot of paprika, which gives a nice reddish color to your stuffing as well. So you just put the chorizo here. I'm gonna use an ingredient that is very popular during Christmas time. And what is that? I'm talking about castañas. You can easily find castañas that's in puree form. What we do is just put this all with our chorizo, mirepoix, and then you're gonna add a little bit of chicken stock. Now, it's very easy to make chicken stock. All you need to do is boil chicken bones, chicken necks, or chicken feet, chicken, anything that you can use. So we're gonna add that right now. Now we added our chicken stock. You just let this simmer a bit. As you can see, the liquid is a bit reddish because of the chorizo and also a little bit brownish because of the chestnuts. Let's put a little bit of salt, freshly ground pepper, and fresh rosemary. Let's mix everything. Now you want this to reduce a bit so the stock will absorb all the flavors. And our next ingredient is bread. Every stuffing has to have bread, and this is actually old bread. When this is reduced, it's time to add this old bread to our nice castañas, chorizo, all these nice flavors. Now what will happen is the bread will actually soak up everything. Wow, look at that. Before it was like saucy. Now all the nice sauce with the castañas, the chorizo is now absorbed by our bread. So this stuffing is pretty much done. Now it's time to actually make our gravy. Now it's best to use the pan drippings from your turkey, but you can actually make the gravy ahead of time and then just add your pan drippings after. First, you need Queensland butter, some chicken stock, a little bit of flour, and these guys are the necks, the giblets, the turkey butt. You want to use it to make your gravy. First of all, we heat up our pot here. We add some Queensland butter. Now our butter has melted. We'll put all these nice turkey necks, and what you want to do is you just want to brown it a bit. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of flour. You can lower the heat a bit. You want to cook down the flour as much as possible. Now, I've been cooking this butter flour for like 15 minutes already. Now it's time to put the stock. You just let this simmer until your gravy becomes nice and thick, and you just season it basically with salt and pepper. You can also add some fresh herbs if you like. Now, if your gravy becomes too thick, all you need to do is just add more stock. Or if you ran out of stock, just add water. Now, let's taste our stuffing. It's so flavorful with the chorizo, chestnut. But to even make this more flavorful, we're gonna add CHE-VITAL Cheddar Cheese, which I grated. This stuffing is already a meal by itself. You don't need the turkey. So our turkey has been roasting in the oven for 2.5 hours. I think it's done. So let's take it out. This is a really big turkey. Nice and brown, very crispy skin. So now we're gonna transfer this turkey to a nice platter here. It's very tricky because it's huge. Yeah! Oh my God, that's huge. See, here we have this nice drippings with all the butter and everything. This is so flavorful. Let's taste. This is so good. Now we're gonna mix this with our gravy because our gravy is a bit thick right now. So this would really make this gravy fantastic. Now we'll just let this simmer. Now we're gonna put this nice stuffing inside. So stuff as much inside. Wow, look at this, all this stuffing. This Christmas turkey is made from CHE-VITAL Cheddar and Queensland butter. And the stuffing is with chorizo and castañas. This is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. I am Chef Lau. Merry Christmas. Cooking at home with New Zealand Creamery.